2014. Civ 3's been gone for a while.
Yeah, fair enough. Well,
but yeah, they've kept up to Civ 4, so...
Got you. Well,
is it dynamic war or what?
It is dynamic. I wanted to make sure that way there was no host advantage, once more, as per the usual. So for those watching at home...
long.
Yeah, it's going to be, but hey, that makes it more interesting.
Oh, sure.
Well, it also makes it so there's not just random clicks that accidentally get mistaken in the game. But yeah, so for those watching at home, we're running a little bit different. Alliances are going to play a little bit more serious of a game in this one, meaning you do have to back up your allies. If they go to war, you go to war regardless. This also means that they need to talk it over with you, because if they declare war without telling you, choosing to break your alliance could also end up leading to some stuff, I imagine. But, yeah, so that'll be the idea for this run as we go. We were going to do a World War scenario, but unfortunately we do not have enough players to run it comfortably this run. So I wanted to get at least 6 to try and make it a little more interesting.
So we're running the alliance rules instead.
Yeah, so it's kind of a lighter version. It's only focusing on the idea of, like, use your alliances with, like, caution and be prepared. And yeah, so with that, we'll kind of get into it. Oh, and I am totally not using an AI. I totally drew this cheesehead myself in Paint. You can see the MS Paint lines in there as you'll be looking at it. For those here in the chat who want to actually see what imagery I'm using, it's in the items you want the DM to add. There's like the first one of the cheese
I don't
heads.
want the DM to add the cheese head.
I am making the cheese head as a god later.
I don't want this. I refuse.
See, I have a editor's directory for Chastin and I when we go through all this, and one of them is any of the sections that are like left blank. Not with none, but like blank. I'm just gonna fill with random shit. I'm gonna make this a random like nonsense god.
I want to put out with the cheese man. I feel like there'd be a lot of fringe magic made solely for food production stuff somewhere.
Yeah.
There could be a random cheese mage that made this because his family made it for years.
Fucker,
Like someone who-
it's
farm boy who
Royce's
awakens-
Shiagora.
Yeah, it's like a farm boy who awakens his druidic magic, right? And he doesn't want to go off to live with the anvil to be some fancy legendary druid. He just wants to live on his farm communing with nature. Bro's gonna make some like fancy food or spells and such that are like simplified. All his stuff would be like cantrip level, but it'd be really useful. So it's the inventive idea, you know?
He's gonna create the school of magic called Cheesecraft. It'll be horrible.
Exactly. You know, I did put 4 schools of magic in there. We might add a new one. Joke. The Great Divine School of Cheese. What do we need?
Royce's Shiagora takes flesh. It's going to be horrible.
It will be. Alright. Also, I got told last time I played this that I was, like, throwing, so, you know, Turns out, yeah, it's not that I'm throwing, it's I just don't read, like, half the time, because I'm usually stoned out of my mind when we play.
That's fair.
You're literally throwing.
It's not throwing in the slightest. However, today I'm a lot more sober, because I've only had a couple joints.
I'm the only one here that's probably not as sober.
I believe it. Oh, man. No, I think if when we do our World War option, I kind of want to do that with the 3 factions, because I kind of want to get Wolf in here to exist as the communist leader.
Oh, no.
Because Wolf, with how much Wolf likes to play up the aggressive early game, it'd be kind of interesting to watch and see how that kind of goes direction-wise. So, that's all I'm saying.
I don't want to discover communist Wolf.
I'm just saying, if we're doing a World War thing, I'm probably picking.
You're
probably
doing
what?
Probably picking.
Mm-hmm. That would be the idea.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if I know you don't read anything in our chats because you have the attention span of Gen Alpha. So allow me to explain this while moving my hands rapidly, so you have something on the side screen to kind of watch to keep your attention span going.
Don't do that. He has the attention span of a Burmese pigeon.
No, I'll be all right. I've seen this on YouTube Shorts. It seems to work. Maybe if I draw an MS Paint, it'll really help too.
What are we talking about again?
What am I talking about?
Yeah, what are we talking about again?
Yeah, exactly. So, The World War II rules in the chat would be basically the simple idea of you can either pick ahead of time which individual you want to support, or you can stay independent until the game starts. But the idea would you'd be fully supporting them if you decide to ally with them. So, like if you did a merchant alliance or a gold alliance, you send all your trade to them. If you're doing culture, that means you're not building any culture to make sure they can build any wonders they need. Stuff like that. So, does that explain it well enough for your short attention span there, Tren? Or is that too much? I think I lost him. I think all the blood rushed to his nose and we lost him.
I think the assumption he was ever found was very hopeful on your behalf.
Hey man, someone's gotta hope, right?
No, because when I do, you try and stop it, so... realistically, don't hope for him.
Well, listen, alright, so in your 20s, you're gonna learn a lesson. Hope doesn't exist. It is the preconditioned design of human beings to tell themselves it's going to get better, because biologically, if you tell yourself it's going to get worse, you will just end up killing yourself. So, then you're going to learn that is a lot like how love works too. And that's a quote from Rick and Morty, if you're not familiar. But you know, then you hit your 30s, and you realize, hey, life really doesn't matter. No one knows what the fuck they're doing. And all those times you thought your parents back in your youth thought they knew what they were doing and planning everything, you realize, oh my god, they really had no fucking clue. And then you're just gonna go on living life, realizing that that's just all adults. That no one has a clue what they're doing. Except the president who who assumes he does because he's overly confident. So don't worry, Cameron, one day. One day, you too can be like the orange ape that sits in office.
I don't want to grow up to be a Cheeto.
Why not?
What about a Dorito?
That's actually a fair point. You know, Doritos do taste good.
Can I be Danny Dorito?
I mean, you want to call yourself that? Sure.
Yeah,
Then maybe. There's a chance.
Look, I won't stop you from calling yourself Danny Dorito.
You know, that's fair.
I'm the Dorito Man.
Whatever makes you happy, you know?
What a filthy Dorito.
God damn it. Now, I have an interesting question.
Yeah?
What?
Out of curiosity, Cameron, do you think you could survive in a world where the trash anime that just came out, where the entirety of the world is just covered in trash?
Probably not, honestly.
Oh, fair enough. So I was expecting...
I'd feel like Wall-E.
You know, fair. That's, you know. Alright.
So where is everybody?
On the map,
South
unfortunately.
South Pole? Are you being honest?
South Pole.
I think this is very funny. It's not going to tell you who I am or anything, but I think it's very funny. I am on the continent this person's actually from, which is hilarious.
Oh, shit!
I'm
technically on the continent my person's actually from, too.
Oh, mine's not technically. I am where I'm supposed to be.
Oh, no.
I looked at the continent.
What's up, man? You just took that. I wanted that. Not gonna lie.
I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't know you were there till I took it.
Oh, no.
Let me offer you some compensation in the form of a delegation.
Delegation? Alright, I'll accept that.
Alright.
Totally a good idea.
Yeah, it's free money.
You
I
can
like free
trust
money.
Trent with your life.
It's true.
Depending on who he's playing, you kind of can. It depends on what character he got.
I won't tell people who he is because
I'm not telling you too. I'm just saying, you know.
Hey, Trinity, who are you playing?
No.
Okay, well, I tried.
Damn.
I think it'd be very funny for you to all slowly realize over time.
He's Belgium.
Ah, yes. The most
Yo, give me the chocolate.
The most terrifying of nations.
Yeah,
Yes.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
You do know that while the Belgians are famous for their chocolate, that chocolate comes from Africa, right?
Doesn't matter.
And from the torture... Guys, have we forgotten the Belgian Congo?
Belgian chocolate.
No, I don't remember. Can you give me a hand?
Oh, damn it. That was bad. That was horrible.
I got a whole leg here for you.
Okay.
You're an idiot.
That's strange, man.
Cameron didn't get the joke, Trent, but, you know, it's okay.
But you do.
Yeah, I got the joke. You're good. I got
Okay,
you.
okay.
Yeah.
As long
I
as,
doubt like
as long as-
90% of the audience will, but you know that's okay.
See, I represent the rest of the audience. I'm trying to make this, relatable here.
Okay.
Cameron, if you represent like any portion of my audience, I'm worried. I don't have the ability to market to the tism. I'm not strong in the tism force like you. My best I can do is offer a very slow and crappy Civ game.
Yeah, that's distracting enough.
I'm looking at like the world notes for the garbage world and stuff. I
Yeah.
don't think I'd have a good life. I think I could live. Like I don't think it'd be good, but I don't think I'd die.
Really?
Yeah.
Like with all the floating island, because they got like it's like the Jetsons, but like the stage before they just decide, fuck the islands, we're just gonna put like big rods and float up here all together.
Well, yeah, it's only the Jetsons if I'm a fucking sphereite, which I'm presuming I'm not. I'm presuming I'm a
No.
ground.
Yeah. That's the whole joke. Is you're just born down there. You never get to taste the good life.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be like comfortable, but I think I could live.
See, I don't know. I'd be curious because living in trash is just the psyche is something serious, especially if you still have memories from a previous life.
Yeah, like I said, it's not gonna be good. But
That's fair. Fair enough.
Impossible? No. Good? No.
See, I'm still
There's a
grappling.
gray zone there to operate in.
I've been using this to help me kind of write the book recently. I've been grappling, because Cameron gave me the idea of, like, what would you do if you were isekai into the world of Silencia in the first age? And I was sitting there like, well, besides dying immediately, because, that's just, 90% of what I imagine most people would live through in a world that's just, like, high fantasy, high-value magic monsters everywhere. And most likely you're born as an average dude in the middle of a town with no cool powers.
That's probably not going to last more than 2 weeks.
Yeah. But I was like, it gives an interesting perspective. Because I think my world would be far more dangerous than Game of Thrones. Almost as dangerous as 40k. I think 40k has me beat for the deadly deaths you'd experience by a long shot. But I feel like you'd survive longer in 40k just because of time, like space travel taking so long.
Let's say in 40k, there's death literally everywhere. Like
Well,
there's no escaping.
Here's the theory.
Like
There are thousands of planets in 40k that we're told about, right? Technically, your odds of being born on, like, the Tau, as an example, and living a decent life by 40k standards, even by our standards, is pretty high.
yeah, but by 40k standards, that any planet could be attacked at literally any minute, even the holy planets.
I mean, that's true,
So,
that's
like,
true.
You could be like, oh, I got born in the best world possible, and then the next day it's getting fucking bombed by fucking corn farmers, and it's like, well, this sucks.
Yeah, but on the opposite, at least, you're traveling in space, you could be on a high planet. Now, yeah, you could wake up and be born on, and find out you're born on Cadia. Which, at that moment, if you're not familiar with 40k lore, those who aren't, well, Cadia is just about in my opinion, one of the worst planets that I think you can be born onto if you want to be in the Imperium.
Also not considering being born on any of the planets as a non-human.
It's
with
true.
many of the non-human races, because their lives, most of them suck.
You could be
Like,
an orc.
it's awful.
Your life could be simplified. You could be one of those orangutans.
No, I'm thinking of those, the black-winged dudes that have the really advanced weapons. Because they fucking...
yes.
they're awful.
They're a race that, they're in the very far top right corner of the known 40k universe, and they basically show up, wipe out entire colonies, and there has yet to be an Astartes legion that's been able to defeat them.
You have to do tons of work to make a bunch of money, get surgery done to get wings attached to you, because they don't naturally have wings. They get them attached.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to fly with the wings still bloody and, like, barely attached to you and extreme pain to use, all the way up to the atmosphere, and if you feel at any point you're just going to plummet to your death, and only then are you considered a person when you make it.
Oh yeah, no. And I mean, it doesn't even take into account the idea of, like, most people are like, oh, you can become an Astartes, it's like, yeah, the selection for that's pretty rare. I mean, it depends on what chapter you're going into as well, because While
Also,
everyone wants to be a blood angel, no one, very few
There-
people hear about like the randoms out there.
there's a chance you're picked to be an Astartes and don't even survive the process because not all of them live becoming an Astartes.
That's also true. That's also very true.
Pretty good odds you just die on the operating table. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. I still think that the only reason I say my world is worse is because your odds are so much slimmer because it's such a smaller ground that you have to deal with, and you really want to be born in a town. But I thought about that as I was as I've been writing this, and I was like, man, can you imagine for every grand venture there is in like a D&D setting, how many thousands of poor innocent people die trying to go out there?
any D&D world has the one upside. If you're willing to spend the time, a lot of classes, because obviously the worlds themselves aren't XP based. If you're willing to spend, there's a bunch of classes you can get powerful in by just spending time doing something.
That's true.
Like, you can just go nature and become a druid. Like, you don't have to do anything crazy. Like,
that is very, very true.
You could go hole up in a tower for like 20 years and become a wizard who can just teleport away from danger. Like,
which would be kind of interesting.
Or you can go to a college and become a bard.
if you're willing to spend time, well, bards depend on edition, because some bards you have to be born a bard.
Lock yourself away and just call it good.
Like,